This is the Business Awards Committee of the DPWH Masbate Second DEO. We are conducting this public opening of bids for the following infrastructure, which is being live stream in the interest of transparency and public accountability. The time is now is 1:13 p.m. Pursuant to the provisions of Republic Act Number 12009, otherwise known as the New Procurement Act, and its implementing rules and regulations, I now call to order the public opening of bids for the procurement of the following civil works project. For the contract ID 26FI005, locally funded projects, National Building Program, buildings and other structures, multipurpose facilities, construction of DPWH Masbate 2nd DEO, Phase 6 Masbate City, with an coordinates of 12.36, 9653, and 123.625379, located in City of Masbate, with the approved budget of the contract of 48,999,216.29, with a contract duration of 286 calendar days, with a license category of at least B and size range of medium A for buildings. Anything? There is a supplement with a supplemental bid bulletin of ABC, with a supplemental bid bulletin of of 48,999,937.12. And for the second project is the 26FI0010, with a contract name of Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Access Roads and or Bridges from National Roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, rehabilitation of road, Barangay Bagong Bayan, City of Masbate, Station 0+00 to Station 0+350, located in City of Masbate, with the approved budget of the contract of 9.
There's a motion, sir. I-move po ang pen. May supplemental.
Wait. Any point of order? Yes po. Yes, Madam Secretary.
Sir, may I recognize?
Yes, Madam Secretary.
There's a motion from Engineer Vitalian Angeles because the project we are conducting today is the E6FI0032.
5 and 32. Sorry. The 26FI010 was moved to other schedule pala. So, sorry for the one. So, it was 26FI0032. Okay? So, our second project is the 26FI0032, Convergence Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, Access Roads and Bridges from National Roads leading to major and strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of road, Barangay Cagay, City of Masbate, Station 0+00 to Station 0+400, located in the City of Masbate, with the approved budget of the contract of 14,497,374.25. With a contract duration of 91 calendar days, with a license category of at least C and D, with a size range small B for roads, with a bid bulletin of budget ABC is may bid bulletin. Madam Secretariat, is there any supplemental bid bulletin for this particular project?
No, sir. I have no.
With a revised, with a supplemental bid bulletin on the approved budget for the contract of 14,497,347.25. So, may request our back secretariat to determine the presence of the quorum.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me read to you the attendance for this afternoon. Kindly say present if your name is called. Starting with our back chairman, Engineer Mark Ian Garbo. Back vice chairman, Rogelio Alcato Jr. Back member, Joseph Joel O. Gonzalez. Back member,
announce the manifestation of BAC Secretariat. A quorum being present, the meeting is hereby declared officially in session. The Chair acknowledges the presence of the members of the Bids and Awards Committee, the Technical Working Group, the BAC Secretariat, the representatives of the End User Unit, and the officials of the procuring entity. We likewise acknowledge the presence of our invited observers, especially in our live stream, the observers, represented from the Commission on Audit and civil society organizations and professional organizations and other duly authorized observers, as well as the representative from our participating leaders who are present physically or joining us virtually. Welcome and thank you for your attendance. So today's activity is a public opening of the project with for the contract ID 26FI005. During this proceeding, the BAC shall public open all the bids received in the prescribed deadline and the conduct of preliminary examination of the submitted bid documents for the purpose of determining the presence and apparent absence of the required documents. For emphasis, no detailed evaluation, determination of responsiveness, or ranking of which shall be undertaken during this stage. This shall be conducted separately in accordance with applicable procurement rules. So, may I remind, before we proceed, the Chair wishes to remind everyone the following. The proceeding is being officially recorded and live streamed as part of our procurement records. Only the BAC Secretariat, and the authorized members of the TWG shall handle and examine the bid documents. Representatives from the bidders are requested to observe the proceedings and refrain from interrupting unless recognized by the Chair. Any request for clarification requiring official action by the BAC shall be submitted through a BAC Secretariat in accordance with the procurement rules. If there is no question regarding the procedure, we shall now proceed to the opening of bids. So may I request our TWG to assist me on the opening of the bidding document. So we received for the 26FI005, how many bidders? One. 05? Ilan pa? One. So, for the 26FI005, we received 3 bidders. First from HKP Construction and Supply. Second is from Esteban Construction and Supply. And third, we are from CL Carandang Construction and Supply Corporation. The Chair would like to put on the record that we received 3 bids for the 26FI005. So let's open for the technical component for the HKP Construction and Supply located in 1199 OLD Subdivision, Vitano, Legazpi City. Philgyp's registration valid until July 7, 2027. DTI certificate expiration is February 9, 2028. Mayor's permit, date of issuance is January 20, 2026. Will be expired on December 31, 2026. Tax clearance, expiration date is May 20, 2027. And then the audited financial statement attached. And the pickup license is, with the date of filing for the audited financial statement is May 15, 2026. For the pickup license, The expiration date is December 11, 2027. For the bid securing declaration, notarized, dated July 24, 2026. Project organizational chart attached and signed. List of contractors personnel attached and signed. List of contractors equipment attached and signed. Affidavit of site inspection attached and notarized, dated July 24, 2026. Omnibus sworn statement attached, signed, and notarized, dated July 24, 2026. NFCC attached and signed. May I ask the members if there is any lacking documents? State of the statement of all ongoing government contracts and private projects, including private projects and contracts. Attach. So anything, but from the members. So the bids from HKP Construction and Supply, the chair hereby declared complete for the technical component. So we will now proceed to the second bidder from the Steven Construction and Supply. Field registration valid until December 12, 2026. DTI certificate, expiration date is February 23, 2031. Mayor's permit, expiration date is December 31, 2026. Tax clearance, expiration date May 28, 2027. Audited financial statement attached, date of filing May 18, 2026. Pickup license, date of expiration is October 10, 2026. A statement of all ongoing government and private contracts attached and signed. SLCC attached and signed. NFCC attached and signed. Bid securing declaration attached, signed and notarized, dated July 24, 2026. Contractors organizational chart attached and signed. List of contractors key personnel attached and signed. List of contractors equipment pledge attached and signed. List of contractors minimum material testing equipment attached and signed. Omnibus sworn statement attached, signed and notarized, dated July 24, 2026. The chair would like to inquire our back members if there is any technical documents lacking. Okay. So the chair hereby declares the bids from Steven Construction and Supply is complete for the technical documents. We come now to our third bidder from CL Carandang Construction and Supply Corporation. PhilJEP's registration valid until September 9, 2026. SEC certificate registration date is November 5, 2024. Mayor's permit, date of expiration is December 31, 2026. Tax clearance, date of expiration is August 15, 2026. Audited financial statement attached, date of filing is April 8, 2026. Pickup license, date of expiration is March 1, 2029. SLCC, attached and signed, is a statement of all ongoing government and private projects, attached and signed, a statement of all bidders' single largest completed contract, attached and signed, bid securing declaration, attached, signed, and notarized dated July 30, 2026. Organizational chart, attached and signed. List of contractors' key personnel, attached and signed. List of contractors' major equipment units, attached and signed. Omnibus warrant statement, attached, signed, and notarized dated July 30, 2026. Secretary certificate, attached and signed and notarized dated July 30, 2026. So, the chair would like to inform the members if there is any lacking technical documents attached. Okay. So, the chair hereby declares a complete technical documents submitted by CL Carandang Construction and Supply Corporation. So, we will now proceed to the opening of the results of the CWA. So, Madam Secretariat, may I please hand over the result of the CWA?
Sir, I think the results are here.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Secretariat. So, for HDP Construction and Supply, SLCC, passed. NFCC, passed. ISO accreditation is valid until July 1, 2028 with a certificate registration number of 36Q23435. So, members of the BAC, so the chair hereby declares the HKP Construction and Supply passed the technical eligibility requirements. So we now proceed to our second bidder, Esteban Construction and Supply, SLCC, passed. NFCC, passed. ISO accreditation with a certificate register number of PH129-QC, valid until September 11, 2028. So, the chair hereby declares the Esteban Construction and Supply passed the eligibility, plus the technical component for the eligibility requirements for the 26 FI005. We have now for the third bidder, CL Carandang in Construction and Supply, SLCC passed, NFCC passed, ISO accreditation with a certificate number of QMS/15/R63/0427, valid until March 28, 2028. The chair hereby declare the CL Karandan passed the technical component. So we now proceed to the opening of the financial component. Let's start with our first bidder is the HKP Construction and Supply. Bid form, attach and sign. With the total price of the bid offered is 47,770,157 pesos only. And no, and 93 centavos only. Sorry. Okay, 93. And 93 centavos only. May I repeat? 47,770,157 pesos and 93 centavos only. Bid prices and the BOQ attached. Detailed estimate attached. Quarterly, monthly cash flow and payment schedule attached. So the chair hereby declares the HKP Construction and Supply passed the financial component. We have now proceed to our second bidder, which is the Steven Construction and Supply. Bid form, attach and sign with the offered bid is 48,435,871 pesos and 5 centavos only. Bid prices and the bill of quantities attached. Detailed estimate attached. Quarterly and monthly cash flow and payment schedule attached. So the chair hereby declares the Steven Construction and Supply passed the financial component. The last bidder is the CL Karandang Construction and Supply Corporation. Bid form, attached and signed with the offered bid amount of 48,435,871 pesos and 5 centavos only. Bid prices and the BOQ attached. Duly detailed estimates attached. Quarterly and monthly cash flow and payment schedule attached. So the chair hereby declares the CL Canada Construction and Supply Corporation passed the financial component. So the bid price as read is hereby entered into the official record. So the chair notes that all bids received within the prescribed period have been publicly opened and their corresponding bid prices have been read into the record. So the Box Secretariat is hereby directed to transmit all the bid documents to the technical working group for detailed bid evaluation in accordance with the applicable procurement laws, rules, and Philippine bidding documents. So before we adjourn, the bids in we have the other project, so we cannot adjourn. Okay, I thought we only have one contract. So we now proceed basic infrastructure program, access roads and bridges from national roads leading to major and strategic public buildings, facility, construction of road, Barangay Cagay, City of Masbate, Masbate, with station 0 plus 00 to station 0 plus 400. So, Mr. PWG, may I please hand over me the... we have a first bid from Gapti Enterprise. And we have second bid from MBS Construction. MBS Construction. So, is there any other bid, Mr. PWG? Anan? So, the chair hereby notes that we have only 2 bids received for the contract ID 26FI0032. So, we will now proceed to the opening of the technical envelope. So, we first open the bid from Gapti Enterprise. Field Jeffs registration attached with certificate valid until December 24, 2026. DTI certificate, date of expiration is January 10, 2028. Mayor's permit, date of expiration is December 31, 2026. Tax declaration, tax clearance, date of expiration is September 16, 2026. Audited financial statement attached. Date of filing April 2, 2026. Pickup license is date of expiration is August 6, 2027. Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts attached and signed. NFCC attached and signed. Bid security declaration is attached and signed and notarized dated July 30, 2026. Organizational chart attached. List of contractors' key personnel attached and signed. List of equipment pledge attached and signed. Omnibus sworn statement attached, signed and notarized dated July 30th, 2026. Affidavit of site inspection attached and signed and notarized dated July 30, 2026. Back members, is there anything lacking for the Gapti Enterprise? SLCC. Sorry. Oo nga pala. For the SLCC, sorry. For the LCC, attached. So, members, any documents lacking, complete. So the chair hereby declares the technical of the Gapti Enterprise is complete. So we now proceed to the second bids, which is from MBS Construction. Field Jeffs registration, valid until July 15, 2027. DTI certificate, date of expiration is January 28, 2031. Mayor's permit is date of expiration is December 31, 2026. Tax clearance, date of expiration is April 27, 2027. Audited financial statement, with the date of filing of April 13, 2026. Pickup license attached with the expiration date of September 21, 2026. List of ongoing contracts attached and signed. SLCC attached and signed. Bid securing declaration attached and signed and notarized dated July 30, 2026. Organizational chart attached and signed. Key personnel attached and signed. Equipment pledge attached and signed. Omnibus sworn statement attached and signed and notarized dated July 30, 2026. Audited financial statement attached. NFCC attached. So, back members, any lacking documents? So, the chair hereby declares the technical submitted by the MBS Construction is complete. So, we now proceed to the opening of the CWA for the following, for the two bidders. We start with the GACTI Enterprise. SLCC passed, NFCC passed. Okay. So, for the MBS is SLCC passed, NFCC passed. So, the chair hereby declares that both bidders passed the CWA results. So we now proceed to the opening of the financial component. So let's start with the first bid from GACTI Enterprise. Bid form attached and signed with the total bid offering is 14,065,293 pesos and 87 centavos only. So may I repeat? 14,065,293 pesos and 87 centavos only. So, bill of quantities attached, detailed estimate attached, cash flow attached. So, the chair hereby declares the submitted financial document of GACTI Enterprise passed. We now proceed to our second bids from MBS Construction. Financial bid form attached and signed with the total bid offering of 14,243,512 pesos and 43 centavos only. So may I repeat? 14,243,512 pesos and 43 centavos only. BOQ attached, detailed estimate attached, then cash flow attached. So the chair hereby declares that the submitted financial component of MBS Construction passed. So again, may I repeat that the chair notes that all bids received within the prescribed period have been publicly open for the first and the second project contract with the corresponding bid prices have been read into the record. So may I repeat again, the BAC Secretariat is hereby directed to transmit all the bidding documents to the Technical Working Group for detailed evaluation in accordance with applicable procurement rules and rules. So, before we adjourn, the Bids and Awards Committee extend appreciation to our invited observers, participating bidders, members of the TWG, BAC Secretariat, and everyone who took part in today's proceedings. So, the procurement remains committed to conducting all procurement activities in a manner that upholds the principles of transparency, competitiveness, accountability, efficiency, and integrity. There being no business to transact, the public opening is hereby adjourned.